Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be discussing chapter 1 in our novel, The Scarlet Letter, and this chapter is called Hester Prynne's Shame. To begin, we need to know something about the Puritans. The Puritans originally came from England. In 1630, a fleet of 11 ships carried 700 people from England to Massachusetts, where they founded the city of Boston. And they're called the Puritans because they originally were members of the Church of England, but they felt that the Church of England was not pure enough. They wanted to have a very strict, religious, conservative community. And so if you look in our book on page 3, the narrator says, and he's talking about the country women, many of them have been born in England and had crossed the sea 20 years before, with the first families who came to build the town of Boston in New England. They brought the customs and religion of Old England with them. And so this book takes place in the mid-1600s. We also learn that Hester Prynne herself had come from England. Now, moving on, I want to talk a little bit about Hester Prynne and why she's being punished. She's being punished because she has committed a sin in the eyes of God, and that sin is the sin of adultery. She had a sexual relationship with a man who was not her husband. And this is considered a great shame among the people in her community. And they mention on page 8, the townsmen say to the stranger who comes, "Our magistrates, you see, decided to be merciful. She is obviously guilty of adultery, and the usual punishment for adultery is death. But Mistress Prynne is young and good-looking, and her husband is probably at the bottom of the sea. So in their mercy, the magistrates have ordered her to stand on the scaffold for 3 hours and to wear the scarlet A for adultery for the rest of her life. So she will be carrying this shame with her for her entire life." Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about the concern that the church elders have that Hester is standing alone and that the man who fathered her child is not with her. So John Wilson, who is the oldest priest, asked her local priest, the young Mr. Dimmesdale, to ask her to reveal the name of the father of the child. So on page 10, Mr. Dimmesdale steps forward on the balcony and he says, "Hester Prynne, if you think it would bring peace to your soul and will bring you closer to the path to heaven, speak out the name of the man. Do not be silent because you feel sorry for him. Believe me, Hester, although he may have to step down from a high place and stand beside you on the platform of shame, it is better to do that than to hide a guilty heart through his life. Heaven has allowed you public shame and the chance to win an open battle with the evil inside you and the sadness outside. Do you refuse to give him that same chance, which he may be too afraid to take himself?" So at the end of this chapter, Hester Prynne returns to the prison with her 3-month-old baby, refusing to give away her secret, the secret of the man who fathered her child. So I hope you enjoyed reading this chapter, and we'll move on to chapter 2 next. Enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.